Hello students, welcome to the session. Today we are going to learn about the topic Euclid's division lemma. So first of all, let me introduce about myself. My name is Akanksha Singh and I have been teaching the various subjects, engineering subjects and maths and physics subject for the past 5 years, and so I have 4 to 5 years experience in teaching field, online as well as offline. And I have I have completed my graduation and post graduation in the year 2017. So after that I have done plenty of work, so that is really uh, uh, workable for me. And now today's class is all about Euclid's division lemma. The topic for today is Euclid's division lemma. So first of all, let us start with this topic. Suppose if we want to define this topic, how will we able to define Euclid's division lemma? Euclid is a scientist name. I will tell you how to define it. Euclid is a scientist name, division is like usual division, and lemma is a statement or any postulate. Okay, so let us start with the Euclid's division lemma statement. If a and b are any two positive integers, then they must satisfy the condition a is equals to bq plus r, where r is greater than or equal to 0 and less than b. So in this you can see, if there are any positive integers a and b, so they are satisfying the condition a is equals to bq plus r, where r is greater than or equal to 0 and less than b. So this condition r is greater than or equal to 0 and less than b, we will study later. But first of all, let us see and understand how this relation exists, a is equals to bq plus r. So I think let us take an example. Okay, this is about division, so let us take the value of a as 45 and b as 6. So if we divide 45 by 6, we will see that 6 7s are 42, so the remainder comes as 3. So a is the divisor here, q b 45 is the divisor here, and 7, that is q, is the quotient here, and r, that is 3, is the remainder here. So we can write this 45 as 45 is equals to 6 into 7 plus 3, which comes as a is equals to bq plus r. So this condition is verified here, a is equals to bq plus r. So now you have to tell me what is a here, b, and q and r. So you can see by this I would say sentence that 45 is equals to 6 multiplied by 7, addition of 3. So 45 is the value of a here, and b is 6. So q and r, that is quotient and remainder, q is 7 here and 3 remainder is 3, shows the remainder here. Okay, so we have seen the condition a is equals to bq plus r. Now understand this, how how this r is greater than or equal to 0 and less than b, that we will see further. So Euclid's division lemma you already know. For any two given positive integers a and b, there exists unique whole number q and r such that a is equals to bq plus r. So let us understand this, how r is greater than or equal to 0 and less than b. So let us see this. Dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay, so a is equals to bq plus r. So let us take 4 5 6 7 8 9 and divided by the same number, that is 3. Okay, divisor is same throughout this example. A is same here, 3. So if we divide 4 by 3, the remainder comes as 1. If we divide 5 by 3, the remainder comes as 2. Further, 6 is divided by 3, the remainder comes 0. Similarly, 7 8 9 are divided and the remainder comes as 1 2 and 0. 4 5 6, when we divide 4 5 6 by 3, the remainder comes as 1 2 0, and when we divide 7 8 9, the remainder also comes as 0. So you can see here r is greater than 0 or equal to 0 because it is coming equal to 0, and it is always less than 3. That is, it is always less than, it is always less than the I would say yes, b means divisor here. Okay, so let us see next. If there are any two positive integers and we have to find, the one example is there, we have to find HCF of 125 and 45. So how would you find the HCF of 125 and 45? Let us see here. So first example, so you would take 125, the larger value, and you would first divide it by 45. Okay, so 125 will be coming inside and 45 will be coming as divisor, so you have to divide it. So upon division, the result is coming as 45 divided by 2, that is 90, and remainder is coming as 35. Then next, what you have to do, 45 will come inside and 35 will be outside, and you have to again divide 45 by 35. So 35 into 1, 35, 10 will come, then remainder will come 10, and again you have to divide 35 by 10. So 10 3s are 30, so it will come 5, remainder will come 5. Again you have to divide 10 by 5, so 5 2s are 10, remainder comes ultimately as 0. So you have to continue this process till the remainder comes finally to 0. Okay, so I suppose that step 1 is 125 is equal to 45 into 2 plus 35. It can be written in the form of a is equals to bq plus r. Then 45 can be written as 35 into 1 plus 10. Then 35 also can be written in the form a is equals to bq plus r. And last step, 10 is equals to 5 into 2 plus 0. So the remainder is coming as 0. So HCF of 125 and 45 will be the value of b in the last step. What is the value of b in the last step? That is 5. So the answer is coming as 5, and that is the HCF of 125 and 45. So I hope you have understood this whole equation, a is equals to bq plus r, and we were supposed to find the HCF of 125 and 45. So I think 125, the larger value will be inside and smaller value will be outside, and you have to just divide this this whole process will be done till the remainder comes as 0. So what we have understood today, we have understood this Euclid's division lemma. The positive integers are a and b. They must satisfy the condition a is equals to bq plus r, where r is remainder is greater than or equal to 0 always, and it will be less than b. Okay, so this we have understood with the help of this example. Dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder, where 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 are divided by 3, and always the value of remainder comes greater than or equal to 0 and less than equals to the value of b, that is 3 here. B is the same here, divisor is same always 3, but the value of a can vary, that is 4 5 6 7 8 9, and r is the remainder here. So Euclid's division lemma is all about proving any statement. So we have understood this topic today, Euclid's division lemma. I already told you that it is any postulate or statements that we have to prove, and division is regular usual division. So I hope you have understood this whole process of proving a statement with the help of Euclid's division lemma. So we will further study this in our upcoming sessions, and thanks a lot for listening to this topic. See you in next session.